Hi, Jack. We think you're the first American to win a match at the O2 in singles.
Oh, really?
Does that interest you at all? Or
Does that what?
interest you?
Not really. I mean, I really don't care about that stuff. I don't know. The #1 American and the first American to do this since whenever. I just go out. I like to go out, have fun, compete. The stats and all that are what they are. I've been talking to Marty since I've been here, and he's just been telling me to enjoy it. I know he was the last guy here, but I didn't even know if he'd won a match or not. So that's news to me. But yeah, I just going out there and enjoying the moment.
I know you say you're not really bothered by it, and I respect that. But
Sorry.
You're not hugely bothered by kind of becoming the first American, but as far as I'm aware, you are the first to win since Roddick in 2007. Few would have probably expected it to be you, maybe even yourself. So, I mean, are you surprising yourself by what you're achieving this year?
Not really. No, I mean, I wouldn't be out here playing and competing if I didn't think I could, give myself a chance to win tournaments, to be here. I don't know. I'm not the type of guy that'll just enter a draw and just be happy to make the third round or the quarters or whatever. I'm here to win matches. Not only here but to at all tournaments. I think if I do the right things and I play the right tennis, I can give myself a chance to play on the weekend of any tournament. I think I've showed that more this year. Obviously, there's a rough patch in the middle there with some things going on, but I'm 25 years old. I'm not the new kid on the block anymore. So it's kind of my time the next however many years. So I'm just trying to do what I can.
Jack, what was the mindset in the tiebreak, and also the comebacks you had in Paris? Does that carry over? Does that help you in a match like this where you have to come back? Third set and third set tiebreak also.
Yeah, I mean definitely. To be able to come back for the matches, that I did in Paris. The first round, lost the first set against Verdasco, first set in the final. There's times when especially at the end of the year when you're just thinking about your off season and being able to go home the next day, but to fight through those and put yourself in position to do well in that tournament and now be here in London and to keep my hopes alive for this week as well by winning today. So. Definitely carries over. It gives you confidence when you're in these matches, like losing the first set today and rebounding. As for the tiebreak, just hope he doesn't hit the net. Again, it was he had a few of those today, but that's tennis. But no, I just once again just staying in there. If I knew I kept myself within a mini break, which he got up, to go up 4-2 or. But just to keep myself right there, like I did in the third set after being down a break, and then also in the tiebreaker, I can give myself a chance.
Jack, can you tell us a bit more about the fire alarm? How long you were standing outside for? Did you get much sleep after it?
Yeah, it was probably one of the most annoying noises I've ever heard in my entire life, and I guess it was. We're on the second floor of the hotel. I guess whatever happened in the hotel was on the second floor. I guess from what the workers at the hotel said, the location of your room is how loud the alarm is, and we are, right there, kind of right in the center of it. So it literally sounded like the intercom. I felt was in our room. So super loud, super annoying, and it went on for a while. So. At first, I didn't know if it was a test or whatever, but then I realized it was 4 a.m., so I hope that it wasn't just a test from the hotel. So, I went outside, saw Rafa outside, saw Dominic, and everyone was all bundled up, freezing cold, just wanted to get back inside. So, yeah, it was pretty miserable, to be honest.
Hi. You've been the last one to qualify for this tournament, and now you have a really good chance to reach the semifinals. How has this motivated you, or has this motivated you to be kind of the underdog here? And what would it mean to reach the semifinal?
Well, there's still a long way to go for that. Obviously, tonight's a pretty big match. Play a factor in that. I don't even know how it all works if people are tied with the records, but I'm just focused on my tennis. I obviously know I have to win. I had to win today, and I got to win my next one if I want to give myself a chance. So everything else is out of my control. Whatever happens tonight, whatever happens on Thursday with everyone. So yeah, I mean, to sneak in the last spot and give myself a chance, is definitely a great feeling. Like I said, if I knew if I did the right things and played some good tennis, I could give myself a chance. So that's just kind of what I'm here to do.
Jack, just back to the fire alarm. I mean, how long were you standing outside for? And was everyone wearing clothes and pajamas?
Yeah. Everyone obviously put on clothes. It was pretty cold outside. Some more than others, but outside for. I mean, the alarm probably went on. I stayed in the room for a while, which obviously probably isn't the smartest thing to do. If there actually had been a real scare, but I'm not even sure what the exact reason why the alarm went off. But it was unbearable to stay in the room. It was that loud and annoying. So that's why more the reason why we left. My girlfriend and I left and went outside, and then we saw everyone outside. So the process was I probably waited in the room for 5-7 minutes, and we're probably outside for another 5. I mean, the whole thing was probably 15 minutes of freezing miserableness.
Jack, some of the older players are very careful about what they do during tournaments on their off days, so they're not putting too much time on their legs, that kind of thing. You're only 25. Do you take any notice of that kind of thing? Do you do anything specific to keep your rest periods up?
I mean, I think it just depends on the day, depends on what's gone into that week, the amount of tennis I played in the event, tournament. So it's all kind of circumstantial, I would say. I'm not a guy that needs to go out and hit 1,000 balls and make sure it feels really good. I feel a lot better and more comfortable in matches anyways than in practice. If I go out to practice and I whiff 30 balls in a row, I'm not going to get too worried. I know I'm probably going to play better in the match anyways. So tomorrow, I mean, I'll literally probably hit with my coach for 30 minutes and then just a lot of recovery on the body. It's a physical sport. I'm getting older now, so got to take care of it more and more. I think that's one of the biggest aspects to the sport and to success in the sport is the maintenance on your body and making sure you're feeling good out there physically, because obviously everyone can play tennis at this level, and so yeah, just making sure you're feeling good physically, which will help you mentally as well.
Jack, next.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
Sound like the alarm.
Sorry. I've been called worse. Next week is the Davis Cup final with Belgium hosting France. What are your thoughts? Who do you think might get through to win, and why?
I didn't expect that. I don't even know who's playing for who. I think it would depend on the lineups. For I'm guessing Goffin's playing Darcis. I don't know who's playing for France. Pouille and Songa. Who's after that? They have a lot of good players. I mean, okay. I don't know. And it's in where, France? I forgot they even had Davis Cup after this. In France, I mean, probably go with the home team, I guess. I don't know. Really, I honestly could care less who wins. So I'm just being honest. I will not pay any attention to it.
Last question.
Hi, Jack. Do you have any the code violation that you had? Do you feel you learnt a lesson there? Do you have any regrets about? Did it fire you up? Or?
Souvenir for a fan way up there. They don't get to sit that close, so they get to keep a ball now. It's kind of cool. Thanks, guys.